everyone, it's Dawn with Dawn's Purple Koala Paper Crafting. Today I want to show you how I made this card. It's a really pretty blank card. You can use it for any occasion or any recipient. I'm going to be using the colors Daffodil Delight and Soft Sky. Really pretty color combination. I'll be using 2 stamp sets. One is kind of eclectic, and I'll only be using this Sunburst stamp. And I'll also be using Timeless Textures, and I'm going to be using this Flourish. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my card base, which is a sheet of cardstock cut in half lengthwise at 4 1/4. And then I scored it at 5 1/2. So I'm just going to use my bone folder to give that a nice crease. And this will be the flip top type of card. So then what I did was added the Daffodil Delight, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm just going to use that on the front of the card. Go ahead and adhere that. I'm just going to center this on here. And press that down. Okay, I'm going to set that aside for a moment. And I'm going to take this sheet of Whisper White, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And this is the piece that we're going to be doing our stamping on. The first thing I'm going to do is take the Sunburst stamp, and I'm going to ink it up with the Daffodil Delight. Make sure I get a lot of ink on there. And then I'm just going to position it towards the top and just press down for about 3 seconds for it to absorb into the paper. And there we have it. So now I will use the Soft Sky, and I will ink up my Flourish. And this is where having a sheet of background paper comes in handy, because I'm going to be stamping along the edge of the paper to give it a border, and you don't want to be inking up your work surface. So I'm just going to randomly apply this. Not really any pattern, just kind of giving it a border. And just keep going around. There. Close up my ink pad. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the front of the card. Make sure I have the correct alignment, and just put that in the center there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of scrap Daffodil Delight. I'm going to use my 1 3/4 inch circle punch. I'm just going to punch out a circle. Then I will use my sponge dauber and the Daffodil Delight ink. I'm just going to add a little ink onto the dauber, and I'm just going to flick around the edge of this circle. Just just to give it a nice border, little shadowing. You can add as much or as little ink to this as you want. You don't even have to add any if you don't want to. I'm also going to just add a little bit to the front just to give it a little bit of shadowing, and set that aside. And then I'll take my dimensionals, and I'm just going to put 3 of them on the back of this circle. And just peel off the back. I'm just going to position this in the center of our sunburst. And then just press that down. Kind of lifts it up, gives it a little bit of dimension. Now for the inside, you could leave it blank if you'd like, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of Whisper white cardstock, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to add some adhesive to that. And then adhere this to the center. And I'm just going to leave it blank so that when I'm ready to give this, I can write my own personal message. You can use any of the stamps that you'd like. You can put one of the little flourishes over here, or anything from those stamp sets, maybe a little butterfly. But like I said, I'm going to leave mine blank. That way it'll give me room to write my own personal message in there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave a message below or contact me directly. If you would like to know the products that I used or how to get them for yourself, they will be listed at the end of this video. You can also see all of the details, including the sizes and all of the products that I used, on my website at www.dawnspurplekoala.com. Thanks for stopping by.